Welcome to My Property Adventures, where family, hard work, and the great outdoors come together in a journey of transformation and discovery. I'll be your guide on this adventure, and today marks the beginning of something truly special. This isn't just any episode, it's the very first episode of our journey together. First things first, we can't work hungry, so we're going to grab some breakfast, and then we'll get to it. Our mission today, to transform this humble 16 by 10 shed into a cozy, warm in the winter, cool in the summer cabin. And guess what? As you can see, I brought helpers. Joining me are my two favorite people. My dad, he's a seasoned DIY master, and my son, the eager apprentice. Together on this episode, we're taking on the challenge of installing insulation, turning this simple structure into a warm, inviting getaway cabin. Long ago, my friend and I decided we could all use a little escape from the city life. So we found this place where we can escape whenever we needed to. This little spot is far from the constant buzz of technology. Cell service here is rare to find. It's our little retreat from the digital world, a much needed pause from screen time, not just for us, but for our kids as well. Here we're reconnecting with the basics, enjoying the outdoors, and creating memories in a space where we can just be, without the usual distractions. Before we build any walls or shelves, it only makes sense that we start with insulation first. After all, Ohio gets pretty cold into winter. So whether you're a seasoned DIYer or just love the idea of creating something with your own two hands for your family, you're in the right place. We've got tips, tricks, and plenty of laughs along the way. After we all had a good meal, we started working on making the stairs a little less slippery by sticking sandpaper strips on them. We're thinking about building a little porch over the stairs later to keep them dry from rain or snow, but for now, the sandpaper will help keep everyone safe and hopefully from slipping. When you're insulating the walls, it's awesome to have someone help you. Having my dad around to help me measure and cut the insulation saves me so much time. My son also jumps in to lend a hand sometimes. He might get bored pretty quickly, but I love when he wants to jump in and help. If you have any advice on how to keep him engaged longer, I'd love to hear your tips. Please just drop them down in the comment below. Insulation for our cabin is pretty simple. We measure everything to fit the height of the cabin, which is 90 inches. Studs are 16 on center, so the width is already perfect for most of the cavities in the cabin. There are a couple spots near the window that are a bit tricky because they're a weird size, but the height stays the same at least. We get all of these pieces cut and then take you inside to start insulating. We did end up missing one roll of insulation for this project, so we'll get most of it done today before we go off to have a little fun. Stick around to see what we end up doing. Here comes the part where I realized that I didn't measure this project out correctly, and we're going to end up missing a roll. We count all the cut insulation and realize there's just not going to be enough to finish the cabin today. But that's alright, this is an ongoing project. It's super helpful to have my dad here. I can keep adding insulation to the walls and he just keeps passing them to me. He's always ready to help, and I'm really thankful for that. It might be hard to see, but we did end up finishing the wall near the bunk beds first. We left our stuff on the floor because it didn't make sense to put up shelves, only to take them down again when we were done with the walls. The first wall we decided to finish was the long wall today. After we put in the insulation, we could move all our stuff against this wall and would make it easier to work on the rest of the cabin. Now that we had all the insulation in on the long wall, we end up stapling it to the studs so it doesn't sag in the years to come. My dad was pretty sure we didn't need to staple them. The walls would hold them in place with just friction, but if for a few extra cents and not much time, I thought it was best to just staple them. I would love to hear your take on this. Are the staples really necessary, or did I just waste everyone's time? Here's the window wall I was talking about. As you can see where the window was framed out, the cavities are all different sizes. We ended up starting with the regular 16-inch cavities first, and then cutting all the funky size ones last. This wall easily took us twice as long as the rest of the cabin. Here you can get a good look at our little wood burning stove. This past winter, we managed to turn a little cabin into a sauna quite a few times. The cabin held very little heat, so on cold nights, if you overfilled the stove, it was unbearably hot in there. And if you didn't put enough wood in, well, you were waking up every hour or two to put more in so you didn't freeze. It made it really difficult to wake up at 5 a.m. to go sit in the tree stand to hunt. We thought Insulating the cabin would make the biggest difference. Do you think this was a good idea to spend our money insulating, or should we have started on a different project? I think the staples were much more important here on this wall than anywhere else in the cabin, since I had to cut the insulation to fit widthwise here in a lot of places. We even used painter's tape in some places to keep insulation from sagging, but only in spots where we couldn't staple the insulation. Looks like we're just about done with the insulation for today. Before we have some fun, we did have a few extra wood pieces for the wall. I figured we might as well put those up to keep the kids from picking at the insulation. Now these wood pieces, they're all from reclaimed shipping containers. I'll have a video on how we got those for free and finished them so they look nice for the cabin. That video should be up soon. Hopefully I'll remember to tag it in the description below for you. Now finally we got to the part my son has been patiently waiting for all day long. Outdoor shooting range. He saved a long time to be able to get his first little .22 rifle for himself. He's a big World War II buff and loves the armed forces. For as young as he is and little practices he's had, he's a pretty good shot. After we took some time to zero in his rifle, we spent the rest of the afternoon shooting some shots at targets.
Will you shoot for the can? Alright, shoot for the can. High to the right. So aim a little bit to the left of the can. Go good.
He's a stubborn little fella, just like his dad. He's not great at taking advice at times, but eventually he does. You can see him get mad at me a bit here.
I'm just trying to teach you. Yeah. You didn't count him? Come on, man. You're supposed to be John Wick.
I'm sorry.
We love to joke around about little stuff like that. And he gets me cracking up every time with his reactions. Today he was trying to hit a beer can at 125 yards, and I'm not 100% sure that the rifle was shooting perfect. But he just couldn't hit it today.
I definitely hit the target.
Yeah, you did.
As you can see though, he didn't have much trouble with the target. As young as he is, I'm pretty impressed with the shooting he's putting out.
I hit that.
Thanks, love.
That was to the side.
Thanks, love.
Eventually we got my dad to take a few shots. It's been a long time since my dad shot a rifle. He shot pretty high on his first few shots and blamed the rifle for not being accurate. Boy, was that a setup, as you'll see.
Onda sam trebao niže ići.
Cal! You're gonna be mad at me.
Why?
Kena. Bro.
So you need one person to hold the gun and you need someone
Come on,
else.
here, unload the target.
My son got a little upset with me, as that was the only can we had that day.
Grandpa said it was shooting high, so I aimed right at the can and it went pop. Oh, hold on.
And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us on a fun day at our property. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Until next time, keep building your dreams.